What up, world is Mac? Tell me something slick and make it stick. Yes, sir. We are back for another exciting episode of Cigar Chats and Mac. And of course, I got my girl Reef from the New Normal Podcast. Man, we got a lot to cover. Great reviews, great feedback from last week's episode. We appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you guys are hitting the like, subscribe, pass it out to everybody you know. We definitely appreciate that. Ree, how has the week been?
Hold on. I got you in the background.
All right, I know. Yeah, Ree. We see your background. We see your background, Ree.
No, I had you in the background. Like what you're doing now. I had it on Mac. I had it on Classic TV. I was waiting on you, and when you started talking, the TV started talking at the same time.
Oh, dope! I'm in the background, so I'm on TV. So you got it both places.
Okay, period.
I love that for me and for you. How's the week been?
Oh, it's been a long ass week for me. Okay, I haven't had an off day. I'm off tomorrow though. Okay, so I'm gonna relax because work is just when you're there, it's easy. It's an easy job, but it's just being there all day. And then sometimes I work for AT&T. Okay, I work in bills and all billing and things like that or whatever. So it's just like some days it be fast, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. Then some days it be dragging. It'd be like 11-minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, oh, I don't talk. I don't know. So this week has been really, really stressful for me at work. That's all. Right. But other than that, how about yourself? How about yourself? I heard you got some good news.
Hey.
I don't want to spill the tea.
I can't get into detail, but let's just say this. I signed on to be in another major production. So, hey, all I'm going to say is this. I can't give it juicy details, but just do know you're going to be seeing me on Tubi and Amazon and all of their places where they stream movies at.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yay! Don't forget about the little people. Don't forget about the little people. You know what I mean?
Ain't no such thing as little people. We all big people. All right. Let's get into the week. Let's get into the what's been going on in the world? We got a lot to cover. I'm gonna start this shit up first. Every time we do a show, it's rest in peace to somebody else.
Yeah. I don't know this person though. I seen you had put it in there. I'm like, who was that? Who was
Young
that?
Scooter, Atlanta rapper. I guess he was running, trying to get away from the police. Allegedly, hurt himself that type of way, and died. I think it's more to the story. It always is.
Yeah.
But I just get tired of doing these rest in pieces, man. It just make you realize how precious life is from week to week. How precious this thing is. So, rest in peace to Young Scooter. And
rest in peace.
All right. Now that's out the way. What the hell going on up in the church house? Let me just get straight to it. We ain't gonna wait around. I gotta go play this silly ass clip from this. Hey man, y'all know how Mac feel about these damn pastors. Hold on.
Went to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight.
And I never.
You heard him. Y'all can give y'all $20. The pastor needs $20 for each and every one of y'all. If y'all got it, y'all about to go to the restaurants when y'all leave the church. So I know y'all got it.
Reed, why don't that type of shit don't ever happen when I'm in? I wish they would have told me I could. I wish. See, that be the shit that I be wanting to experience. Nigga, if you don't move your motherfucking ass out the way. I wish somebody would have said, man, hey, what he said. Tell him get his ass down here and come stop me then. Tell him come on down here and come stop me then. You don't tell nobody to close the door. You get your big ass down here and stop me from leaving. Man, listen,
This is the thing. What is the money for? What
For-
is it for?
he ain't even told nobody what the money for, Reed. He just sit up here saying, hey, you know what? Yeah, we raising 40,000. For what, nigga?
Are y'all trying to give that money back to the ones that need it? Are y'all building homes, tiny houses for these people who are seeking shelter? What is the money for? I need to know that. You need to start off with that. Lead up to that. You know what I'm saying? Then, hey, look at who's in the house. Okay. Hey, girl. But yeah, you need to lead what the money is for me to go into my pockets to give you some money. That's all I'm saying.
Ain't nobody worth. Hey, y'all have know how I feel. We done respected or rejected Jizzle. You know how I feel about these celebrity pastors. I told y'all I don't like them. I don't trust them. They full of all the pulpit pimps. But anyway, Jizzle is in the building. Welcome back, Jizzle. What is going on?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out this new platform, and I'm confused.
I know it's been kicking my ass the first few weeks, but
I don't know how to do it.
We're working through the kinks. We're gonna get through this as a family.
I think maybe I should join on my MacBook and not on my phone.
We see you fine though.
I know I can't see anything though. I can't see myself. I can't see.
On my phone too. Y'all look so cute.
I feel like I look pretty.
Y'all.
Hey, Tammy, that can't see herself. How you doing? I don't know. I can't see y'all. I can't see. I have to scroll. Like, it's weird. I don't know how to make this not weird.
No, you can't.
Like, I'm supposed to see all y'all.
What do you need to? Okay, yeah, go on in the MacBook. Go on back in the MacBook. While she doing that, let me go grab my iced coffee. I'll be right back. Reed, tell the people some jokes. I'll be right back.
Let me tell y'all something that happened to me this week. Y'all not gonna believe this. That's it. Okay, now for real. So I had an interesting week this week or whatever. I had to work 7 days. I didn't have to, but I chose to. I did overtime and things like that. And it was okay for me the first couple of days. Like, I was like, okay, I could do this. But then leading to the end of the week, oh my God, I was ready to go or get out of there. You hear me? I mean, it was like, what did I sign up for? Oh, but then my homegirl called me. She was in town. She wanted to hang out tonight, but I had to decline because I ain't got no clothes. I was thinking about it. I don't go nowhere no more. So I ain't got nothing to wear. So what I was like, we can do brunch tomorrow. We can do breakfast. And she said, I'm leaving in the morning. So maybe next time, boo. I ain't seen her in a year. I want to see her. What?
Dang. So the homegirl, wait a minute. So the homegirl came in town, Reese. She was trying to get you out the crib for some action.
Early this morning, we still hanging out tonight. And I was like, fuck no, because I ain't got no clothes. I gotta buy clothes. I just got work clothes and shit like that. I don't got no clothes to go out. She wanted to go to some place called Monticello's or somewhere. It's in Cobb County. I never heard of it.
Yeah, Monticello. That's where the OGs be at with the bread.
Yeah, that's her spot. She wanted to go, and I ain't want to be like, I want to be dressed to the par because she a bad. She's an older white lady. She in her 50s, but she's a baddie, and she mess with the brothers, whatever. But she ain't about to outshine me. So I told her.
What she look like, Ray? She got a body on. She got a
body. She bad. She bad. She's from New York. She moved here. I met her. She was my Uber driver when I was working in Buckhead. And we became close. Like, she was coming like, you my friend. Because she got a great job. Like, she was just doing that just to be doing some shit. Because she was bored, I guess. But she was, she cool. That's my people. She always look out. She always be like, girl, I'll come get you. I'll come get you. We need to go on a trip this year. My whole year is packed with trips and travel. I'm like, okay, I need to get on your team. I need to be going some places too.
So
anyway.
So we need to get you some new clothes. And we need to get you out the house.
I go shopping. I was like, damn, I ain't got no clothes. I was like, I ain't got no clothes. And I was thinking about that. I was like, she's a bad. She dressed to down. She's one of those.
She's
And
one
I
of
can't
them.
be out slipping. Yeah, I can't be out there slipping. And she older, but she look good. She like 52, 53, I don't know. But no, I can't be going out bad like that. Mm-mm.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at
Yep.
that. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. You just can't. Go ahead.
It was impromptu. It wasn't like I knew she was coming in town. Like I could have prepared for that. I could have went shopping this week and got something for today. But I didn't know. You called me last night, and then this morning, so we're still going out. And I'm like, oh God. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Man, oh man, oh man. So anyway, guys, back to these pulpit pimps. Y'all know how I feel about them. I'm not a huge fan of them. To what Reed was saying, what are you doing? What are you doing with the money? And I don't understand why you need 40 bands. And that sounds like a you problem and not a me. God don't have celebrity pastors. Ain't no one pastor more important to him than the other. That's just man made these people feel like they special. So I don't with none of them. You said what?
I said that part. Ain't none of you.
Yeah. So I don't. Yep. None of them. They gotta hope they get in just like everybody else. They ain't got no easy path to heaven. Ain't no speedway in there. None of that.
And everybody else, they be having secrets and all kinds of stuff in their past and stuff they doing currently.
What you saying? What you say? Come on now, you better say, you know that.
Saying. So but they feel like they be feeling like y'all better give me this money. It remind me of Creflo Dollar. Something he would did. I don't know. Like they be on their congregation. They be on their followers and people who look up to them. And people really be putting all their money and their heart into that and be giving them all their last dime because they want to make sure they please pastor.
Yeah, they want to make sure that somebody like I said, like it's some being good with them is gonna get them preferential treatment with God. It's like, bro. Hey, them niggas ain't guaranteed to get in. You better. Hey, the Bible says study thyself and show that self-approval. You better study yourself. Yep. Anyway, Jizzle is back. Jizzle, all right, Jizzle, let's catch the people up. What the hell been going on with you?
You're live from my new house. Yay! Yay! It's my house. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's new. I'm still bald-headed, other than that.
Hey, you got a compliment, though. A young lady. I'm not going to disclose her name. A really, really fashionable, beautiful young lady from Canada. She saw one of the reels, and she said, the young lady with the bald head is beautiful. And she said that everybody cannot rock that, but let her know that she's a beautiful woman. I said, you know what? I ain't trying to blow her head up. It's already big enough. When you get her a compliment, she don't know how to act. But I'm going to go and give it to her because that's my people's. But Jizzle, you're a woman in Canada to say you are beautiful.
Gracias.
I said Canada, not Dominican Republic. Thank you. Works just fine.
They speak French in Canada, so merci.
All right, Jizzle. I need you to. What's your take on Marvin Sapp?
I went to church today. So I have takes on all these things. I think that I grew up and I was in a group called Christians in Action, and my sponsor for Christians in Action, Senora Smith, she went to Macy's church, and some of the same things that people with Creflo Dollar, Marvin Sapp, all these big name people do, but the same things they do. I think as a person of faith, as a person who, has attended major churches with big name pastors, who has been in the room with some of these people, and a good majority of my male friends are theologians. They did study the Bible. They are pastors. They are pastors in their own right. I don't think the church should be a money pig. The pastors that I know that are part of my faith group, which is Seventh-day Adventism, they make their, if they're rich, they don't make their money from being rich from the church. They make their money by having side things that don't have anything to do with the church, like writing books and speaking engagements all over the world, and things of that nature, giving seminars. That's how they make their money. So to get rich in the name of God, or to say close the doors and we're not gonna let the doors open until we get $40,000, I think is a little bit ridiculous, especially for somebody who should be already rich because they have, records that have made money and things of that nature and tours they've been on. So I don't know what his purpose was. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I know what his purpose was. I just think that historically, and I was learning about this the other day. It was so crazy. What's his name? Dr. Umar went to my alma mater. My alma mater is a private Seventh-day Adventist Christian university, right? He went to our alma mater, and he was saying that in the 70s and the 80s, the government paid churches, Black churches specifically, to not be involved in civil rights. So as the years have gone by, you've seen a lot of the Black churches have removed themselves from civil rights movements, right? Well, they paid them off by doing that. I believe that is when these mega churches came about, and these people started to get rich off of pimping poor people. You tell poor people, if you give the little that you have, because they use that same verse in the Bible about the poor woman who gave her last, right? If you give the little you have, God will bless the little that you give, right? And I think that is predatory. Period, point blank, it's predatory. And God knows, and if they're doing wrong, God will do what he need to do to take care of the people he need to take care of. Thank you.
I agree. Well said. Anything else to add to that, Ree?
No.
All right. Moving on. All right. Now, I don't know. Last time we talked, I didn't talk about this, but I got guys that watch the show, and I'm gonna touch on this really brief. Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James going back and forth. This is the most. I get that Stephen A. does the job. He has a large platform, and his thing is saying, "Hey, you know what? I'm only going to be objective on the game of basketball. I'm never going to make it subjective or personal regarding somebody's child." LeBron James, being the father, steps in and say, "Hey, he's feeling protective about his boy. I get all of that, but your son is in the big leagues now. He's a big boy. He got to fight his own battles, and he's strictly with Stephen A. And I'm not a huge Stephen A. fan. I'm really not. I'm not the biggest Stephen A. fan. But me personally, if it is his job to critique the game of basketball. But I've never heard him say anything that was derogatory or disparaging about Bronny James. So that is my take on it. I believe, honestly, it wasn't that damn serious. Now, as a father, I get it. If my son's out there and you saying something, it's a little bit more personal, but at the same time, that's a grown-ass man. And he's got to, and he's a paid athlete, and the hate come with the plate, and you got to deal with it. So my take on that for the fellas, I think it's all just a bunch of goofy shit. I mean, Stephen A. got a job. LeBron, bro, you the all-time great. You know what? It is what it is. Your son would probably never be as good as you, nor does anybody expect him to be. But he's going to be held to the standard that you set. It just is what it is. If you're going to do what your father did, your father's one of the greatest basketball players to ever lace him up. So that's my take on that. I don't know if you ladies have y'all pay any attention to any of that. If you're not, we can go on to the next topic. Well, you have it, Dreamy? Okay. All right. Sean Kingston and his mom, Janice Turner, found guilty in fraud.
I saw that, and I was like, what?
His mom was 61. They had the mother-son duo were accused of scamming $1 million worth of items from vendors of luxury cars, jewelry, and other high-end goods by falsely representing that they had executed bank wire or other monetary payment transfers.
Well, I got something to say.
Go ahead, Ray.
I was watching them talking about it, his case with his mother, and they was describing him. They was like, he was just a young boy, lost and all this bullshit. Like he's 35 years old. Where's the young boy? And secondly, you let your mama go to jail. You let your mama go to jail, your mama.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your mama. You got house arrest. The fuck? That don't make sense to me. Like all this shit is just like when money go to your head. You was famous for about 15 years. I don't know. He was relevant, I guess, about 10. I don't know. So the Most Beautiful Girl was a hot song, and I guess they never could live down to that. So they had to do that to get the money and shit. However, but I don't know. They just didn't move right. They didn't move right. And for him to let his mama go out like that, I look at my son. If something happens, would you be like, no, I'm gonna take the whole. I'm not gonna let you go down because you're my mom. I need that for love. Like I don't need you to allow me to go to jail. I'm old as hell, okay? And you allow me to go to jail, and you on house arrest watching Tubi movies and shit, and I'm in jail.
Hey, that's true. That's true. Shout out to Tubi movies.
Yeah,
shameless plug.
I love Tubi. That's why I love Tubi.
We'll figure out what y'all drinking on.
This is iced coffee in a mason jar, and I don't know what the hell. I don't know what Riri drinking on.
I'm drinking on Mountain Dew.
That's beer.
It's that Mountain Dew. Where you get beer from?
I thought Riri was drinking beer. I said, "Check Riri out getting lit." All right.
Beer. This is green.
Anything to add on that? Okay. Just anything to add on that?
It's sad to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was on TikTok the other day, and I know we had this conversation before, but I was a huge B2K fan.
Oh, I know.
And Omarion is currently on tour with the little Millennium tour they got going on. His titties out, they bigger than mine. It's crazy. Shout out to Omarion, right? Yes. He used to have chests, and now they are titties. And I'm not saying that to shade Omarion.
Are you serious? That sounds
look
like
at
shade.
Omarion.
But are you sure they're titties?
It's not. Let me tell you why I'm saying this. This is what the internet has been saying. And so I have gone to every Millennium tour that they've had since they started having the Millennium tours, right? Omarion has decided to remove himself from the B2K group, right? But he needs them. Like his hits are not his hits without the B2K. And so recently, I don't know if y'all saw this, but he was caught on stage cussing. So he was cussing the people out because they were using his set as a bathroom break. Like they were leaving during his set to go to the bathroom, go to the concession stand. They didn't want to hear his music, right? I say all that to say it's sad. And so wait, because I have a point to make. So the rest of the B2K members be on TikTok all day, battling people to get money and stuff on TikTok all day. Love B2K. This is not shade to them. My point is, you have I'm not gonna say OGs. You have our stars who had us placed in the spotlight umpteenth year ago, right? And now it's so sad to see some of them resort to scamming to keep up that facade of affluence, to keep up that facade of just be able to pay their bills. I don't know if y'all saw recently, one of the members of En Vogue was living in her car for the last 3 years.
That was a choice, though.
Not En Vogue. One of them groups.
That was a choice. That was En Vogue.
But what I'm saying is that these people are giants in some people's eyes, right? And these are the same people that are resorting to uncouth means of providing for themselves years after they had that level of fame. And so my whole takeaway from the Sean Kingston and his mom situation is that it's sad. It's sad that they felt like they had to scam people to get money. It's sad that they're going out like that. It's sad that they're going to be made an example of. And you know what? It's also sad that the black celebrities are the ones who are made an example out of. And I'm sure it's some white celebrities that's doing the same stuff. They're just not getting caught. It's just sad. But that's what happens when you get that fame and you touch that fame. You're always seeking that same level. You're always trying to reach for that same level. And it's a little bit sad to see how some people go out, how they're not able to bow out gracefully and pivot and move on so that they can, survive in a different way instead of, trying to scam people out of money. So those are my thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, you to your point, you set this under this pretense that you got this lifestyle and people, they expect you to maintain that particular image. Exactly. And when the music ain't music no more, exactly. You got to figure out, goddamn, how you gonna keep this.
Some of them pivot to other things and their businesses just fail. Some of them start, companies that sell clothing, lotion. Some of them do movie, film. It just is not enough to keep up that same level of affluence that they attain. Instead of adjusting their budget accordingly and moving accordingly, they decide to go through unconventional means to continue to make that same level of money, or at least to try to. And it's honestly, like I said, holistically, it's sad. It's really just sad. I'm a person that has, I don't want to say attain fame, but I've been in film, I've been in things like that, and I had to step away because I wasn't making the money I wanted to make, and I had to make a big girl decision and say, hey, I need to do what I need to do to be what I need to be. And so with that being the case, I get it, man. I get it. You feel like, I can do this, it'll be so easy to do it. But sometimes you gotta make a choice, And we always look at these people and we see, they're working at Walmart now, but at least they're working honestly instead of these other people that's out here trying to scam and get over. Like Baby Blue from Pretty Ricky. He went to jail because he got a PPP loan. Like it's just stop scamming celebrities. Because y'all gonna be made example of, especially black celebrities. Stop scamming.
That part right there. I agree. Good take, ladies.
Don't be a scammer.
All right. I don't know if this appeals to anybody. If anybody's interested, the state of Mississippi just eliminated state income tax. They're trying to attract more talent, more jobs, and more families. Anybody out there that's interested in being in the state that don't have state income tax? Mississippi.
Why you laughing? Mississippi is a fun time. I went to my ex-husband friend, came back from the military. He was like, he was in Afghanistan, and his wife, she called my ex and asked him to come down for a welcome home party in Mississippi. So we went down there, and it was a good time, a good food. Okay, everybody was all welcoming, and it was like a family. It felt like I was at home. They made you feel good. It might be a country, but it's a town where they show love to each other. You know what I mean? They might not have the opulence of Atlanta or places like Miami or whatever, but they got some stuff down there. If you like a good old time, a country old time, when people really love each other and they cook all the time, they drinking and they laughing and having a good time. They don't need all the extra stuff. Yeah. Just because it's Mississippi.
Someone said Mississippi.
You what?
Somebody says Mississippi still has shutdown towns, but so does Georgia. Any place in the South gonna have the sundown town. What you mean?
Exactly.
Shoot.
Exactly.
Places up north got sundown town.
Exactly.
Like racism not done.
Exactly.
So Ree, you gonna move to Mississippi? You gonna move to Mississippi?
No, I didn't say move, but I would go for an event. You know what I'm saying? A couple of days.
Yeah. Okay.
But not move.
Right.
I'm just saying, don't turn your backs on Mississippi. It might be somewhere for someone else to move. They want to buy some land. They want to feel like they're still stuck in the 1940s in some towns. You know what I'm saying? They want that feel of old times. They can get it out there. Understand that.
Well, a fun fact about me, all my family is directly from Mississippi. Baby bruh from Mississippi.
Yeah, Chicago. I mean, it's just that little, yeah.
It's a straight line. So everybody from Miss
That's
Chicago.
like Alabama and Detroit. Alabama,
Yeah.
Detroit, Mississippi, Chicago.
Everybody went straight. Got there. That one train took everybody straight their ass right up there. So I would never front on the SIP. I spent all summers there. But as far as going there just for the state income tax, for me, it wouldn't be appealing to me. But I just wanted to, again, put that out to the platform. If anybody interested, the tip is saying there's no state tax. Jizzle, you might meet your boyfriend, your husband out there, Jizzle. Be open-minded. The Mississippi man might treat you good, Jizzle, because you don't date Georgia.
Deion Sanders, he was out there as a coach at one of those colleges, and it's some good men down there. It's some good men.
Jizzle, I'm trying to tell you, Jizzle might get you a sippy man, but she don't like Southern men. She prefers. Well, last I checked, I don't know. Things might have changed. I don't know. Last we checked, it wasn't. It was East Coast, West Coast. No.
I'm so off men altogether right now.
You sound like Ree. Y'all just don't. You sound like Ree. Y'all off. Jizzle, why are you off, man? What happened since last time we talked? How many dates have you been on?
None.
One.
No, 0. Goose egg. Here's the deal. I'm 35. I'm beautiful. I'm intelligent. I'm currently in school to get my second master's degree. I am currently a homeowner. I own my car. I'm gainfully employed. If you're not adding to what I already bring to the table, I really ain't got time for you. And so I think purchasing the home really put a lot of men in my life in perspective. The only man who has kind of showed up and like done what they supposed to do was my brother this whole time. And I'm gonna put this person on. I'm not gonna say no name. Put this person on blast. But there was a specific gentleman who has expressed interest in me in the past. I'm not gonna say his name. And I simply asked him, "Hey, can you go with me to go look at furniture?" Trying to furnish a home with no help, like no other eyes to help you look at furniture is difficult, especially when you've never had to do it yourself or you never had to do it. You had to furnish an entire house. Some people came with something. I came with nothing in this house. When I moved in my house in January, I had an air mattress and a space heater. I need you to understand. I had nothing. And I asked this young man to go to the furniture store with me. I didn't say buy my furniture. I didn't say none of that. I just said go. And he flaked on me several times. And I'm like, you literally you had one job and you couldn't even do that one job. I've had other people that say, oh, I'm going to send you a gift. I'm gonna come through. They ain't sent no gift. They ain't come through. Literally, I'm not even asking. The person I did ask him to come with me, right, to the furniture store. That's one thing. These other men that want to be in my life or whatever, they offered these things and didn't even live up to what they offered. I didn't ask you to send me a gift. You said, oh, I'm so happy for you. I'm going to send you a gift. I'm proud of you. Get off my line, you lying ass mofo. So I am so cool on this. Even this person on blast. I am gonna put this person on blast because I really ain't got no. I don't care. Once I'm good on you, I'm good on you. This current furniture set that I'm seeing, you see this nice couch that I'm sitting on. Got this from American Signature Furniture.
That's a good spot, girl. Yeah, good size.
I went to American Signature Furniture and I got this furniture set. And the gentleman who serviced me seemed like he was a little interested in me. I wasn't tripping too tough. I was, so I went in the first day. He was very attentive. He took my phone actually and put his phone number in my phone. I said, oh, okay. So I didn't buy nothing from him that day, but he put his number in my phone. I said, oh, great. That's wonderful. So I went back with my brother because, once again, the only person that has shown up for me throughout this process has been my brother, right? I showed up with my brother. My brother is my interior designer. He is my mechanic. He does all the stuff because he's my brother, right? And shout out to my other brother. I went shooting with my younger brother last weekend. Shout out to my brothers. My brothers got my back. Shout out to them. And so I went with my older brother to the store to pick up the furniture. The man was still very friendly, gave it cards out, everything like that, and purchased my furniture. I said, okay, great, purchase my furniture. Realized that I didn't purchase the ottoman that we had always spoken. He forgot to ring up the ottoman. Long story short, I called him up. I said, "Hey, I know da 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 da, but we didn't get the ottoman." He said, "I got you. Say less. I'm gonna call you right back." 2 minutes later, come back. Your ottoman coming, and you don't owe me nothing. Just cook me a meal. I said, "Okay, I can cook you a meal for a free ottoman. I can cook you a meal for a free ottoman." And we had this little flirty thing. He was like, "Your energy's so beautiful." I mean, he just wrote this beautiful, beautiful thing about my character and all this stuff. And 1 week passed and I didn't hear from him after he said that he wanted to take me out. And 2 weeks passed and I didn't hear from him. And that third week passed, my number changed, and now he'll never see me again. Because why are you playing? I already told you I'm interested in you. I already gave you the alley oop, and where all you had to do was plan something, my boy. But she ain't want to do that. So I'm so good on men. Like, unless the man is rich and can add something to me, I can't even fathom. Because baby, I'm in school, I work full time, I got a mortgage to pay. I ain't got time to be playing games with little boys. I ain't got time. I just don't have it. So yes, I'm very cool on men right now. Super duper cool.
All righty. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect segue for our next topic. The Pop the Balloon Challenge, which we're gonna get Jizzle on one day.
Oh, can I talk about that? The last episode that dropped, not the one that dropped a couple days ago, but the week before last, my homeboy was on it. So I know T.
You know what? Hold on. You always got a homeboy that's on there. Oh,
I didn't think so. But no, seriously, my homeboy was just on it, right? But it's T, because it just got picked up, right? By
That's
Netflix.
what we was about to announce, Jizzle.
Yeah.
But all the people that have been on there, they haven't paid them anything to be on that show. The show has 100 million views on YouTube, but those people fly themselves out from their respective cities. They pay for their own hotel, they pay for their own wardrobe, they pay for their own their flight, everything, to be on that show for that 15 minutes of fame. And them folks not paying them nothing to be on that show, but they got 100 million views on YouTube. That's what I want to talk about. Because baby, what's we even doing? What is we even doing?
Not paying your artists to come find love. What the fuck?
No, because a lot of them.
You don't want. I'm giving you a platform for millions to see you. You know what I'm saying?
So
I ain't gotta pay you shit. You paying.
I'm with you, Ree. I ain't paying you shit.
So here's the thing, guys. Here's my thing. This is why, because I personally know 3 contestants on Pop the Balloon. 3 of them went to school with me. I know David, I know Troy, and I know Scott. Shout out to all 3 of them. And there was another girl from Oakwood that was on there. This is all people from my Ottawa. I know 3 people personally. Okay, 3 people personally. None of them really had a fully positive experience, right? So I'm getting intel from people I know personally. And to me, think about it. If you flying from Atlanta to Arizona, where it's filmed, that's going to be about a $300-400 plane ticket automatically, right? If you a girl, that's not your hair, that's not your outfit, that's not your makeup, that's not your shoes, that's not your accessory. And you have to have all that together because that's what they're looking for. The guys will be like, well, I popped it because I ain't like her shoes, right? So that's not none of that. That's not your hotel room for the night. That's not your Uber to and from the location. That's not your food while you're there. To me, that's $1,000 investment for you, maybe to get seen, maybe to get some airtime. To me, that's not worth the investment, in my opinion.
You know what? It was your choice, though. It was your choice. It was your choice to do all of that to meet the love of your life. It was your choice, and you knew what it came with. So you not getting paid is not my problem. Yes, we got paid.
I personally wouldn't do it. That's my whole thing. If I bet you when them folks go on the Netflix show, they're gonna be getting paid to be on it though. So sometimes my point on it,
platform.
It is a different platform. But what I'm saying is, I don't like that there was no form of compensation for all the people that have been on the show, who, especially those, it's different if you just getting people that are in the city. Like if we were filming this in Atlanta and it was just something in Atlanta, I just got to drive down the street. That's completely different than me having to fly to a whole nother state that's in a different time zone to film. And this is not even talking about the different time zone when they're doing follow-up. So when they do the follow-up, right, they're still on Arizona time. So if they say we're gonna shoot at 8 p.m. Arizona time, it's 2 a.m. in the morning over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sorry. Some things are just not worth the perceived clout you gonna get from it, in my opinion. It's my humble opinion.
Well, in my humble opinion, it was a choice that was made, and they knew they wasn't getting compensated, and they still paid, and they still showed up. Now, if the people get paid at Netflix, hey, we set it up for y'all to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So we was leading it, we was paving the way for others to get paid. But at the same time, it was a choice. You gotta be a thinker. I'm all about a thinker. If you're not thinking about the consequences or what you're risking to meet love, possibly, or you get clout or get fame or get whatever, then that's your problem. We grown. These adults, right? These adults. These are not kids. They knew what the fuck they was signing up for. So I don't feel bad for them, the ones who didn't get paid, and they knew what the potential could have been for them if they would have acted out, or maybe got a people replaying their particular part in that episode or whatever. So it's all about choices, you know what I'm saying? So I know you upset because they ain't getting paid. At the same time, it was a choice that adults made, and now they didn't get paid, but others may get paid. And they paved the way for them. That's just like everything else. A lot of people paved the way for us. They didn't get paid, and now we getting paid. So that's how I look at it. This is my opinion.
Both great takes, ladies. I kind of, like I said, you knew what you signed up for. If I didn't promise you no payment, you want to bring your ass on this platform, so be it. But they probably will get paid going to Netflix. So
it's not a upsetness that I'm feeling. I think we need to kind of clarify. It's just, here is my issue with it, right? The show would not have continued if people did not choose to fly out. There are not enough Black people in Arizona to have continued this show. So I don't know. I just feel like this is, and I agree with you. I definitely think that the people who did it did make a choice. But I guess my point in all of it is that it's not a choice that I would make. Because I'm saying this because after my friends have gone on the show, I had a lot of people DM me and they were like, "You need to be next. You need to sign up." And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to sign up to spend money to go be on the show." What I look like?
No, you know why? Because you're a thinker. You thought about it. They're not thinking about how you're thinking. You're thinking differently. You're thinking about, I'm not going to spend my money for this to potentially find somebody I may find interesting enough to go on another date with, and then after that date, and we don't click, then it was like a waste of time.
Also, I have bad experiences with dating shows, so.
You know, you like a good dating show, Jizzle.
No, you like a good dating show. That's what you mean. I did one and done, one and out.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm good for a dating series. All right, good take, ladies. I think you guys both made some very salient points. Moving on. Okay, your buddy Elon Musk is selling X to his artificial intelligence company, XAI. According to CNN, XAI will acquire X for $45 billion, slightly more than Musk's 2022 purchase price, with the deal including $12 billion in debt and valuing X at $33 billion. I could care less what he does. I'm not a huge Twitter fan. There are some people that love Twitter. I know, Jizzle, you said you used to like Twitter. I don't know if you still do. I never could get with Twitter. I still can't understand it. I know one thing with Twitter. Your ass go over there looking for one thing, you fuck around being porn street, and then 10 minutes later, they'll be showing you some goddamn porn and some shit like that you won't even believe. You don't even know how you got there. So Twitter is some slippery slope for a lot of wicked shit. So I try to stay off of Twitter. I ain't a fan of it. But just, I don't know, maybe you are. What's your take on that?
I hate Elon Musk. I'm not going to hold you. He's bad built. He's the ultimate baby daddy. He got like 19 children, you know.
You can afford them.
I can't. I mean, I guess he can afford them, but I'm trying to figure out how people continue to allow him to impregnate them because he looked like a thing. Um, I don't like that he is low key our president. Like, I need y'all to understand. I got this South African man that's low key our president right now. I don't like that my Tesla stocks are fluctuating because of his foolishness that is happening in the media and in politics. And yeah, I don't like none of it. I don't like the fact that I feel like millionaires are playing puppeteers with our life right now and they're just doing little stuff to like piss us off. And so this purchase is dumb. He's purchasing the company to get the company out of the hole that he put the company in with his own money. I just how like I can't stand rich people. Like, I really can't stand rich people. Because what? Like, why? Why do I gotta take me out the group chat? I'm tired of y'all. Tired of it.
So you're not feeling
I do
Elon?
not like Elon Musk. I do not like him. When he looked like an alien. Like, Big T beauty.
Back in the building, man. What up, T? What up? What up, T? Ray, any thoughts on X and AI X free?
No.
Reese, all right, man. Moving right along. And in the more sporting news, Deion Sanders got a big bag, $54 million extension for the University of Colorado for 5 more years. Shout out to Coach Prime.
Okay.
Getting his bag. Getting his bag, man. So shout out to the black coaches over there, man, for doing this thing. What Big T talking about, man? He said, yeah. We back, Big T. We back, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. All right, moving. Moving along. Jess Hilarious recently said that, you know what, she had to learn a lot about the place. She was on Shannon Sharp's podcast. She was saying that, you know what, she learned that her health is obviously more important than money when she had a health issue for overworking and realizing that you can't make all the money. Interesting that she says that she has six Birkin bags that are an investment property or investment for investments. I didn't know Birkins were considered an investment. I didn't know. I didn't know people bought Birkin bags for investments. I knew about real estate. I knew about art. I knew about stocks, bonds, things like that. I didn't never know that Birkins could be considered an investment. If y'all knew that, then please enlighten me. Did you know that, Jizzle?
Yes. Well, yeah. So what happens with these high-end purses is they kind of appreciate value over time, specifically like a Birkin. Not all of them do, but the way she described it, because I watched the entire podcast with her, Shannon Sharp. The way she described it, she said she bought those to have, and some are for everyday use, but for the most part, those are not for everyday use, right? And she bought those as the just in case. So, just in case something happened, I can go sell this bag for this 80,000-90,000 that I spent on it. So that's how she described it. That's how she described it in the podcast. And if the podcast was a pretty good podcast, because you probably spoke last week about the situation between her and Lauren LaRosa.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. So I think it was a good pivot because I think that people kind of have underestimated Just Hilarious. Just Hilarious was just hilarious before Breakfast Club. Sure. She was just hilarious after Breakfast Club. She has paved the way for herself over the and I'm somebody who kind of watched her from the inception, right? When Just With the Mess kind of first started, right? She has paved the way for herself. She's been in movies. She's been in film. She's been on TV. She had a whole role on the TV show, the Lil Rel show. She does comedy shows. She does all these other things. She has businesses. Men that she dated in the course of her being famous have purchased her home. So now she's a real estate owner. Like, people don't understand, like, the way her bag is set up is not contingent on Breakfast Club. So that energy. So seeing that full front. Oh, she also did Wildin' Out. You know, she was a cast member of Wildin' Out as well.
Right.
So she's done all these different things. right? So she spoke about that in the course of that interview that she had with Shannon Sharp, and it kind of it helps you understand her a little bit better and her thought process with, you know, them kind of the Lauren LaRosa situation and Breakfast Club, but also just how her mind is with the finances in general and things she's trying to do to build wealth not only for herself but for her kids and for her fiance that she's now engaged to. So I don't know. I respect Jessica Aries. I've been watching her. I definitely think Lauren LaRosa does add something to the Breakfast Club, but as far as the finances, I definitely think that, you know, when we think of like a rapper, right? One of the first things they might purchase when they get a lot of money is like a chain. I don't know if a chain has appreciating the value, but maybe it does because it's gold and I don't know. But a Birkin, that is definitely one of those things that you'll be able to sell that years and years down the line if it's still in line. It'll be so. I don't know. Those are my thoughts, but I'm not a financial person. I don't know if I'll ever own a Birkin because some things is $80,000 and I don't even make that much a year. Like what? Woo!
What about you, Reed? What's your thoughts on it, Reed?
Well, the Birkins don't appreciate, and she'll be selling them up. She was selling it 80,000 back for 5,000. I don't think that. I think that a lot of people bags that they're not even, but they get them because of what's going on now, the clout of the mall or whatever. And I know they're like, you know, personally made and things like that. But at the same time, I think it's a waste of money. I think she should have made her investments in real estate. Yeah, she became a real estate owner because Country Wayne bought her house. However, like, why is she not buying other properties? She's knowing she's getting a income from that rental property. Why not? Let me invest in some real estate, not in Birkins. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like the mindset, like she's a smart girl, but is she that smart? Like I think people so smart they're dumb. The certain shit they say and things that they do, I don't agree with them. I don't. I watched the whole. That was a really good interview. However, stuff that sound right to me didn't make sense to me. I don't know. I'm not a bad person. I know that them don't appreciate, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. She will be wasting her time thinking that she's going to sell them in 10, 20 years for 80 or 90, or they're going to be 100,000 now. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't see it time and time again. People thinking something, assuming something because they don't have the knowledge about it, and then they hurt themselves. They were like, damn, I thought this was gonna be this, but it's not worth this, it's worth this. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was a waste of money to me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a bad person as far as like I'm gonna buy a 80,000 bag because I don't know what's gonna happen to me in 5 years. It's gonna be my back up to the end and get that 80,000 or more. That shit is not fucking happening. It's not. You know what I'm saying? She could tell herself that, and people could tell her that, yeah, you're gonna get this much, but that's not gonna happen. I'm a thinker, and I know that she's not a thinker when it comes to that, because she's not get what she thinks she's gonna get for that. That's my humble opinion. So that's all I gotta say about it.
All right, Jess. Well, I mean, hey, I didn't ever know Birkin bag. I never known Birkin bag. I don't know. I wouldn't. I have never bought a woman a Birkin bag. Um, Probably. I'm not gonna say, hey, you know what? In the future, if a special woman, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't buy her one if she's, you know, that special to me. But I didn't know they appreciate value like that. So, hey, it is what it is. But again, Big T said he agrees with Ree on that. He doesn't understand. You know, 100% agree on that. I don't know. But to each his own. Well, ladies, it's been an amazing show. I think we covered all of this week current affairs. I don't think I missed anything. Let's go around the horn. Ree, anything that you want the people to know before we get up out of here?
No, I want you guys to like, comment, and share. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in. And Mac, you should say Mac, Tammy will be on the show. Yeah. I seen that. He said it. But Mac got friends. He got sisters. He got family. Who else is in the chat with me? Oh, that's all I got.
They know who Ree is. They know who Jizzle is. Jizzle, anything you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
Y'all not gonna see me for a while.
Why? Where you going?
I'll be on a cruise for the next 2 weeks. So.
Okay, where you going, girl? Bahamas. I had a lot of people tell me.
I'm going to Aruba. I'm going to where else am I going? Curacao, Dominican Republic.
Okay. You better live your life,
gone.
girl.
All right.
Drink a wine for me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going somewhere this
We'll see
summer.
you. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Jizzle. We'll be safe. We'll see you in 2 weeks, you said? 2, 3 weeks?
I'll be gone for 2 weeks. I'll be gone this next Saturday and the Saturday after next. So it's gonna be 3 weeks.
So we'll catch you 3 Saturdays from now. We got you. All right. All right, y'all. Well, again, it's been amazing, man. Great show, ladies. As always, appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, share, and hey, be looking out for the reels, man. You know I'm gonna be dropping these reels.